Hello, and welcome. Find a comfortable space, take a deep breath, and join me on a journey into the heart of a quiet forest, where an ancient lesson awaits. In a serene monastery, nestled deep within a forest ablaze with the golden hues of autumn, lived two monks. One was an old, wise master, the other, a young, eager disciple named Ananda. Ananda was diligent in his studies and meditation, yet his mind was often troubled. He was deeply attached to the world, to his thoughts, and to his own sense of self. One afternoon, as the wind whispered through the trees, scattering a cascade of yellow leaves, the master called Ananda to join him for a walk. They ambled along a winding path, the fallen leaves crunching softly under their feet. Ananda, ever observant, couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. "Master," he began, his voice tinged with melancholy, "look at these leaves. Not long ago, they were vibrant and green, full of life. Now, they are dry, brittle, and falling to the ground, their life's purpose complete. It feels so final, so sad." The old monk smiled gently, his eyes twinkling with a deep, peaceful understanding. He stopped and picked up a single, perfectly formed yellow leaf. "Ananda," he said, his voice as calm as the forest around them, "you see this leaf's end, but do you see its journey?" Ananda looked puzzled. "Its journey, master?" "Yes," the master continued, holding the leaf up to the light. "This leaf did not simply die and fall. It let go. Throughout the spring and summer, it held on tightly to the branch, drawing nourishment, basking in the sun, and giving shade. It did its duty with all its might. But when autumn came, it knew its time was over. It didn't fight. It didn't cling. It gracefully, peacefully, let go." He gestured to the trees. "The tree doesn't mourn the loss of its leaves, Ananda. It understands that this is a necessary cycle. By letting go of the old, it makes space for the new. It conserves its energy for the cold winter ahead, trusting that spring will bring new life, new leaves." They continued their walk, arriving at a gently flowing stream. The water moved effortlessly over the smooth stones, carrying with it fallen leaves that danced and twirled on its surface. "Look at the water," the master said. "It does not try to hold on to the leaves. It accepts them, carries them for a while, and then lets them go, continuing on its own path. It remains pure and clear because it is in a constant state of release. If it were to try and hold on to everything that fell into it, it would become a stagnant pond, murky and lifeless." Ananda watched the leaves float away downstream, a sense of clarity beginning to dawn in his mind. He was starting to see the world not as a series of endings, but as a continuous, flowing dance of letting go and renewal. That evening, as the full moon cast a silvery glow over the monastery and the stars glittered like scattered diamonds in the inky sky, Ananda sat in meditation. But this time, it was different. He observed his thoughts, his worries, and his attachments, but he pictured them as the falling leaves or the floating debris in the stream. He saw his attachment to praise, his fear of failure, his anxieties about the future. Instead of grappling with them or pushing them away, he simply acknowledged them. Like the tree releasing its leaf, he let them go. He didn't force them out, he simply withdrew the energy he was using to hold on to them. He allowed them to be, and then he allowed them to pass. A profound peace washed over him, a quiet stillness he had never experienced before. He understood that holding on was the source of his suffering. It was like trying to hold a fistful of water. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. True control, true peace, came from opening your hand and letting life flow. The next morning, Ananda sought out his master. He bowed deeply, his heart filled with gratitude. "Master," he said, his voice clear and steady, "thank you. I think I finally understand. The last leaf did not fall in sadness. It fell in wisdom. It taught me that letting go is not an act of loss, but an act of freedom. It is the path to peace." The old monk placed a hand on Ananda's shoulder. "You have learned well," he said, his smile as bright as the morning sun. "Remember this lesson. Life will constantly present you with things to hold on to: joy, sorrow, success, failure, love, and loss. Cherish them for the moments they are with you, but when their time is done, let them go with grace. Be like the autumn tree, strong and rooted, yet willing to release what is no longer needed to make way for what is to come. Be like the stream, ever flowing, ever clear. This is the way to inner peace." Ananda spent the rest of his days living this truth. He became a beacon of calm and wisdom, teaching others that the secret to a peaceful life isn't about gaining more or holding on tighter, but about learning the gentle, liberating art of letting go. Just like the last leaf of autumn, we too can find beauty and freedom in release. Our attachments, to outcomes, to expectations, to the past, are often the branches we cling to, fearing the fall. But it is in the letting go that we find our wings. It is in releasing our grip that we find the space to grow, to heal, and to welcome the new seasons of our lives. What is the one leaf you can choose to let go of today? It could be a past regret, a worry about the future, or an expectation you have for yourself or others. Acknowledge it, thank it for the lesson it has taught you, and then, with a gentle breath, allow it to fall away. Feel the lightness that follows. This is the beginning of peace. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content that aims to bring a little more peace and mindfulness into your day. May you walk your path with the grace of the falling leaf.